All right, hello. So today in this live stream, we're going to talk about headaches. I'm just going to set this up real quick. All right, guys, so today we're going to talk about headaches and testing out some new streaming things right now. So I've got two cameras going. I've got the webcam, but I've also got my cell phone set up on this camera as well over here, so I'll be transitioning. I mean, not that it makes a really big difference, but I just thought I'd just play around. I'm still getting used to this whole live stream thing as well. But my name is Bob Wong, a licensed acupuncturist, and today we're going to be talking about headaches and what we can do for headaches. So generally, I do make live streams probably a couple times a week, but you guys have questions, always feel free to send me a direct message and on Instagram or on the Facebook group as well. I recently just came out with a new ebook called the top 7 acupressure points, easy to learn acupressure points for pain relief. So make sure to check that out. Link is in the description below if you're looking for some just quick pain relief and you're wondering how acupressure can help with that. That's something you can do. We cover numerous things such as neck pain, back pain, knee pain, and shoulder pain as well as digestive issues. So what I've done is I've taken the top 7 points that I use in clinic every day and condensed everything, and I put it pretty much into a little booklet that you can start using. You can literally just turn to the page, look up knee pain, and just see if it works. So the great thing about that is the great thing about acupressure is if it doesn't work, it just doesn't work. There's usually no side effects. There's no harm, no foul. But majority of the people that have commented or left messages, they have had some pretty good results. So it's completely free. All you need to do is fill out the form, leave your email in, and we'll get that out to you as well. So on to the topic today, we are talking about headaches. So the reason why I wanted to talk about headaches today is because I was in clinic today and I was seeing a patient. And lately I've been having a lot of patients that have been coming in for headaches, and one patient, we finished the treatment and she still had a headache, and I asked her where the headache was, and she said it was actually on the side of the head. And I thought, okay, well, let's do an acupressure point really quick. So this is a really great acupressure point for headaches on the side. So I got my acupressure guide right here, and if you just take your pinky toe and your ring toe in between this area here, this area here is actually a really great spot for headaches. So if you press along here 15 to 30 seconds right in this area here between these two toes, the ring and the pinky toe right here, this is for headaches on the side, and actually even behind the ear as well. So usually it's on the opposite side. Always do the opposite side, but if one side doesn't work, do the other side. It's always worth trying to do both sides. So in terms of headaches, there are many different kinds of headaches. There are different reasons why people have headaches, and if you think about it, majority of the headaches, as I always talk about, is it's either chemical stress, physical stress, or emotional stress. So if you are having, say, something like repetitive strain, if you're stooped over all day looking at a screen, or if you're a plumber, you're in weird angles as well. Sometimes these neck muscles right here, they get really, really tight. And what happens is, if it gets tight enough, it cuts off blood flow to your brain, and you're pretty much not getting enough oxygen to your brain, so that can cause headaches as well. So imagine someone like kind of slowly choking you every day, so it doesn't feel comfortable. Sometimes headaches can be caused from low blood pressure. Sometimes people can get dizzy as well. So a number of different reasons for headaches. Sometimes it can even be, I've been working with someone who's had PMDD, hormonal issues, and that was causing headaches as well. Right around ovulation time, that can cause headaches. And sometimes right before your period as well, that can cause headaches as well. So something called PMDD. And a variety of issues, but I always tell people most of the time headaches are due from chemical stress, emotional stress, or physical stress. So chemical stress is when you're has to do with diet as well, or even exposure to chemicals. So one thing I always recommend in terms of diet for people is if you have too much alcohol, or if there's too much chemical stress from cigarettes as well, I recommend cutting that out for 2 weeks and seeing if there's an improvement as well. Another thing I usually tell people is cut out dairy. Dairy is something that you can cut out for 2 weeks just to see. So dairy causes inflammation in the gut. So there was a really great book written by Dr. I forget his name, but actually the name of the book is called The Enzyme Factor, and he talks about dairy being a factor in causing inflammation in the gut. So the example of that is pretty much if a baby cow was meant to drink it, a baby cow was meant to grow over 200 pounds in less than 6 months. So yes, if you do drink large amounts of milk, it will make you grow faster, but also it will cause you to age faster as well on top of that. So I'm Asian, so I'm lactose intolerant. So when I drink it, it just turns my bowels up inside out. But the argument in the enzyme factor is he was actually he does an endoscopy. He's the guy that created the camera that goes up your bum and it kind of looks around. So he's done over 10,000 of these. And what he found is people that had lots of dairy in their diet, they tended to have digestive issues more, and lots of host of other issues as well. So when he recommended that his patients and even his family stop dairy, a lot of the problems actually went away. So that can be causing headaches. So gluten intolerances can be the cause of headaches as well. So there can be many different causes. So depending on what the causes are, acupressure and acupuncture can help, but in order to get sustained results and headaches to not come back, then there needs to be some lifestyle changes as well. So I usually don't talk about that very much on Facebook or TikTok because a lot of the videos are very short and I don't have time to really get into it. But now that there's a Facebook Live or TikTok streams as well, so I have a little bit more time to talk about how to get to the root of the problem. So headaches can also be caused by neck pain as well. If your neck is very tight, then that can be causing headaches as well, because that's stopping blood flow to the head as well. So there's a Facebook video or a TikTok video that I did that you can try for shoulder pain, because when the shoulder is really tight, that causes the neck to lock up as well. So a really great point that you can do is you just start pressing over here on the pinky side of your wrist right here. This area here is a really great area. This is a reaction area for the shoulders as well. So you press on here 15 to 30 seconds. Over here, both sides over here, 15 to 30 seconds. And then just take a deep breath, turn left, turn right, pull your shoulders back. For a lot of people, that will actually make the shoulders a little bit looser as well. So the other thing that may cause headaches is emotional stress, or we call it, me and my wife, we call it kid stress. I love my kids, but sometimes it gets out of hand. You ever, I think a lot of us out there, you ever come toward the end of a shift, or the job is, or you're doing a job that you don't enjoy particularly, and it's toward the end of the shift, you have a headache and you're tired, you don't want to be there, and as soon as you clock out, you get out the door, all of a sudden that headache is gone. Or for me and my wife, it's the pandemic right now, so we're with our kids almost all day every day. It's been for the last 6 weeks, and we used to have headache for a while there. We were having headaches all day, and we noticed, like, oh, as soon as the kids were asleep or 6:30 comes around, our headache starts to disappear, and within an hour after they're asleep, the headache is completely gone. That actually is called emotional stress, so that can be the cause of headaches as well. So not to get too foo-foo on everybody, but I've actually seen a lower back pain patient. I was seeing her for almost 3 months, and we couldn't figure out what was going on. Structurally, everything was normal, and she had tried stand-up desk, she tried sitting, exercises, physio, all sorts of stuff. She was at her wit's end, and she had been getting acupuncture with some good results, but we could never get rid of it. And then one day she came in, she's like, "Hey, Bob, my back pain is gone." I'm like, "Oh, what happened?" She's like, "I didn't realize this, but I hated my job, and my body was literally telling me to get out of the job." So as soon as she quit her job, her back pain went away. So that is an example of emotional stress. So Most of the time when I do see patients for a headache, it's probably a combination of both. I do see quite a few nurses as well. Nurses are very, very prone to neck and structural problems because they're leaned over and it's just always awkward positions, picking up patients and things like that, or going in different directions. So that was causing headaches as well, just the stress of being in that environment and that repetitive strain as well. So the cause of that usually is a combination of different things. So no matter what the cause, acupressure and acupuncture can be quite effective. So in terms of headaches, the points that I usually recommend are, again, just right over here, right off this index finger right here, you just press there, and you press and hold 15 to 30 seconds right off that first knuckle. And even headaches all through here, this is really great for headaches and neck pain as well. So if you look for tender spot here, 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 and here, 15 to 30 seconds all across here, and even if you make a loose fist, press over here as well. That's really great for neck pain and headaches as well on top of that. So I hope this helps. Again, recently I've had this, just came out with this new ebook, and it's called the Acupressure Booklet, Top 7 Points for Quick and Easy Pain Relief. Check it out in the link in the bio if you guys are interested. I'm going to head out. It's time for bed. It's 10 p.m., but I'll catch you guys later.